Hey guys, welcome to the network. Hashtag MagnaOnAir, MagnaSearchGroup.tv. It's Saturday. You're sitting on the spotlight. Rory McMillan, President and CEO of the network. My co-host, my colleague,
Jason Berard. We're really excited. Today on the show, we have the President and CEO of Motiv8 Performance Products. It's Michael Bires joining us from Orange County. Orange County, welcome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Perfect. So who is Michael Bires and what is Motiv8 Performance Products?
A little bit about me, I guess. I started this industry almost 20 years ago. I worked part-time at a health food store and kind of fell in love with the part of the business where I was helping people as they came in. I would have women who came in and said, their knees were aching, and they tried joint product, and they come back and say they never felt so good and stuff like that. So I kind of fell in love with the response we got from customers, just even at the retail level. So I was in retail for a long time, owned retail stores, was vice president of a big chain of retail stores. Through that, I made a lot of relationships with brands, and that's where my last position, I was the national sales director for top 20 brand, learned a lot about the brand side of the business.
Fantastic.
Reached out to some previous business partners. We had the brand Motiv8 going, and we kind of fine-tuned it, changed the packaging. Obviously we've done a lot with social media to really get the name out there and stuff like that. And now it's, the name says it all, goal-driven supplements. I mean, we're all about trying to help everyone accomplish their goals, whether it's an employee of Motiv8, an athlete of Motiv8, a brand ambassador, a consumer. It doesn't matter. We just really want to help people accomplish their goals. I mean, even on a personal level, if I can help people improve their lives just by a different mindset and stuff like that, I'm all about it. So that gives you a little bit of a summary about me, I guess.
Awesome. So Motiv8 Performance, it's a supplement brand. It's you have a variety of different product lines from fat loss to sports supplements. You really help people achieve their goals, which is great. What made you get into the business?
I just think it was I kind of stumbled upon it. Growing up, I used supplements. I played sports, so I liked it from the performance side. But it was really that first job, part employee at a health food store, where I fell in love with just the reaction that I got from people that just had supplements change their lives, and it was just such a cool experience to think of. Someone comes in and just buys a supplement, and they come.
Yeah.
Tell you how it changed life. It was nuts. So.
What would you say, I go into a supplement store or supplement website, and I'm kind of just overwhelmed with how many different, products there are. And what would you say would be a good starter pack for someone that just wants to either, maybe increase their performance in the gym with, increased health? What do you think is the 3 to 5 fundamental, starter packs, I guess?
No, that's a great question. I agree. It's overwhelming going into these stores nowadays. And vitamin, I think everybody needs a multivitamin. A multivitamin, I always say, is kind of like your insurance policy. Ideally, you get your nutrients through your foods, but nowadays, because foods are so processed, it's tough to get everything. So it's nice to have a multivitamin that kind of fills in those gaps. And I've heard people say, but then when I go to the bathroom,
it's green,
neon yellow.
Yeah.
Am I wasting it? Not really wasting it. You're just excreting what you're not using, but I can assure you're using a lot of those nutrients in that vitamin. You might not use every milligram of every ingredient, but it's nice filling in those gaps and those voids that you're not getting from your diet. So always a multivitamin, always some type of EFA supplement to provide you with your omegas. Omegas are key for brain function and skin and everything under the sun.
Is that like fish oils?
Exactly. Yep. Okay. Fish oil. You'll see flax oil. Fish oil is probably the most popular one because it's high in omega-3, and omega-3 is proven to be the most valuable of all the omegas. But that would be the starting point. I think everybody should take a good multi and a good fish oil. Be careful. You want to stick with brands that have a solid reputation. A lot of brands use synthetic ingredients and stuff like that, which can your body sees it as foreign, and you're not going to utilize it. So I tell everyone, if you can get all your nutrients through food, do it. It's just tough to do. So next best thing is natural, full food based.
Use supplements. Yeah.
And where basics, and then after that, it would be kind of what your goals are. If you play a sport, you're going to get gear more for strength and speed and endurance. If you are just overall health, you might want to add some supplements that are going to digestive enzymes, joint products, stuff like that.
So do you have an all-in-one supplement that you offer your customers?
We have a multivitamin. We have a fish oil that we're launching in the next 30 days probably.
Okay, great.
We have digestive enzymes. Not an all-in-one though. There's really nothing out there, even if it claims to be, that can fill everything. You know, it's something that you've got to get from a variety of supplements based on your needs. But the multivitamin that we have is amazing. It's a whole foods based multi, so it's as close as you can get to food. Your body recognizes it a food, you're going to absorb more of it. So the multi we do have, but not one supplement that just is the miracle pill, I guess.
So you want the average consumer to purchase a variety of your products. That there's not just one multi-supplement like, you know, CLA. If I want to get weight loss, I can take the CLA.
There's no limitless pill. There's no limitless
pill. Yeah.
There is not.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
So Motiv8 Burn. It's funny you say CLA. Motiv8 Burn's our flagship product. That does have CLA, carnitine, green coffee bean, raspberry ketones. It has a lot of those popular weight loss
extracts.
Are you a believer in? Do you think like fat loss pills actually can work? Like, do you think that they can actually work, or?
Yeah, I think that they complement a good diet and exercise program.
Yeah.
I would always say diet is number one, exercise is number two, supplements would be number three, and it does speed up the process. It keeps you motivated. You know, I mean, I'm the same way. I drink Motiv8 Burn before I work out because it helps speed up the process. And like all of us, you know, that immediate gratification, the faster you see those results, the easier it is to stay motivated.
Yeah, is that like an intensifier, or is that like a pre-workout, like a stimulant to get you fired up before your workout?
It does have stimulants in it, but it's cool that it's the ingredients we use are I just had a girl in my office yesterday that was saying she's never had a pre-workout that she's felt so even keeled on. It gives her energy, but she doesn't get that crash. So we try to make sure that you get that pick me up, but it's not those ups and downs, those peaks and valleys.
I've had the pre-workouts, the one where it was like, first time I had it was like, wow, this is amazing.
Super pump, right?
Then I had another one where it was like full-blown anxiety attack in the gym. And then, you know, the crash as well.
Some of them get you going. Some of them get you going for sure.
Sometimes hurts too.
Yeah, no, I agree. Some of them can make you feel really uncomfortable. So we try to make ours appeal. Obviously, you get some people that it's still too strong for, but again, as a whole, even if you look at across social media, the feedback has been amazing on our products. We're thankful.
Yeah. So how do you stay competitive?
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask.
Like, this is such a big industry. I have friends that run multiple supplement stores. I'm actually one of the best friends with the head of Gold's Gym in the Vancouver community. Like, it's a competitive industry. Everyone's fighting for that shelf space. Everyone's fighting for that retail attention. You know, a lot of the average customer that comes into a supplement store, I think they're buying because they like the wrapper, how it's designed, how it's graphic, like the physical look of the actual product, which is crazy. Like Super Pump, right? It's blue, it's bright, it's got the blue-gray fails.
You mean like Super Pump? Like, I can get a Super Pump if I take that? Yeah.
Easy there, Arnold. No, but like, how do you stay competitive? Like, how do you rise above the noise and dominate over your competition?
I think it goes back to the branding and what we're all about. I think, when you buy a Motiv8 product, you're part of a team, you're part of a support system. The products, that's a great question, because I'm the first to say, coming from this industry, a lot of people are like, oh, you got to have our product because it's got these crazy new ingredients that nobody else is using. But in all actuality, all the products are very similar. I think that obviously I'm biased towards ours. We put a lot of thought into ours, but it's not to say there aren't other products out there that are great fat burners. So I think with us, it's just the whole, Motiv8's a cool brand. I always compare it to kind of like Apple from a perspective of, we just have cool stuff. I mean, one of our key partners is Oakley. All of our bags that we give to our athletes, our giveaways, they're all Oakley bags with Motiv8 logos. I mean, we have really cool water bottles, really cool gear. I mean, we really just try to be a brand that has that cool factor in our industry, which not everybody has. And then I think combining that with that team atmosphere with, I get consumers every day tell me personally, the president of the brand, and I'm replying, and they're so thankful that the president took the time to reply. And it's always funny to me because I'm nobody special, but it's like, it's so...
You're part of the brand.
Cool. It's that personal touch, right? It's that personal touch, and I think that's huge.
Yeah, exactly. I think I want to make sure that everybody that is part of Motiv8 feels like they're part of Motiv8, and we've done a great job of doing that. I know as we grow, it gets tougher and tougher. We're continuing to build systems that allow us to have that personal touch as we grow, and knock on wood, we still haven't lost them, and we've grown immensely over the last 9 months. So.
Fantastic. And you supply product all around the world, or you're just mostly in the United States right now?
Oh yeah, we ship everywhere: England, Australia, Canada,
Cool.
Mexico. You know, obviously, the majority of our business is done in the United States, but we definitely have customers all over the world, which is really neat to see.
Cool. And you mentioned like leveraging social media. What would you say is the most valuable social media platform to your brand?
Instagram, for sure.
Oh, for sure. I kind of thought that was a no-brainer. So
Yeah.
are you reaching out to people to sort of rep your product and take pictures and post them? Or are you sort of just getting your own content? Like, how are you making your Instagram account one of those accounts that people just continuously follow and engage with? I know that you guys have like around the 50,000 followers.
That's how we heard
right?
about. That's
So-
how we heard about you, Mike. Is through Instagram and through how you've exploded your brand. Like, you know, close to 50,000 followers and 150 posts. And the posts that you put up there are very motivating, very inspiring. You have a lot of professional athletes out there. How did you leverage it to become so big?
You know, it started again early in the year. We had about 400 followers. I personally had 200 followers, and we wanted content initially that gave us some credibility. So we had a lot of our stuff, you know, made nice, great-looking posts that were custom. That, you know, we wanted people to know that we're a reputable brand. We're not somebody making products in their garage. You know what I mean? So that's how we started. And I reached out to impactful Instagram people across the country just to see if they wanted to join the team. And I thought would work. There were things at my last stop that I wasn't a big fan of. So I made sure that when I built out this program for our athletes and our teammates, it was second to none in the industry. And
Yeah.
you know, some people interested, some weren't, and the ones that were, you know, helped our credibility, and then it kind of snowballed from there. I think that they loved the way they were treated. They loved the products and the gear and all that stuff. So I think that was a big thing. I think, and it literally just snowballed from there. And then even me on a personal level, I'm about the same, about 50, 60,000 followers just from being myself, you know, posting boring stuff about me and my wife, but I always try to be genuine and be true to who I am. And people, I think people see that everything we do is genuine. There's nothing fake or staged, or we're a very real company, a very humble company, and I think it's paid off for us, you know.
Yeah, and then what about on the hiring side of things? Like, what do you look for when you hire great people, or when you partner with people, or bring on athletes? Like, what are some of the things that you look for in building your brand? I
mean, it really goes back to that goal-driven individuals. You know, we want to find people, and you look at our athletes, our team members. When we were just growing, I had a woman who posted on our page. It was like, man, I would love to be a Motiv8 teammate someday, but I'm just not in the greatest shape. And it was like, hey, I'm looking at your page right now. You're goal-driven. You're motivating. You know, it looks like your followers love you. Like,
let's go.
Be a part of Team Motiv8. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think for us, it's just genuine good people and people that motivate other people. And again, it's all different walks of life. It's not just you have to look a certain way or act a certain way. It's if you can motivate the people around you and you stay positive doing so, I think, you know, you can work on our team. So it works out well. And we have all different levels. So I think whether you have 500 followers or 5 million followers, there's a fit for you at Motiv8. So it makes it pretty neat for everyone.
And what's next for Motiv8? What's on the agenda next? I see you obviously got a successful supplement brand right now where a lot of people are engaged in your product. You know, you've got multiple fitness models out there. What's next for you guys?
I mean, right now we're launching new SKUs, probably coming out with about 10 new items over the next. By the end of the year, we'll have a lot of new products, and that's a lot of it driven by our direct-to-consumer business, which was really not our initial model. Our initial model is to sell to retailers across the world, let them sell to the consumers. But because of our social media presence, we got such a following, and we have so many consumers. I think that's where we're a little unique as well. Is when we get enough customers that say we want this from Motiv8, we can make it. You know. So
where is it?
I think.
Where is it made?
Who makes the
all made
potion?
in the U.S. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, various states across the country.
Yeah, I find it. I'm curious about the whole process. It seems like, you know, you have the science behind what should technically work. Then you need the actual.
Then you need the
things.
approvals. Then you need the approvals, the chemicals, and
then you mix it all together. And then build a product.
No, it's a lot. It is a lot of work, and I think that's, you know, we're fortunate to make sure that all of our stuff are made in GMP certified facilities in the United States.
Yeah. And
again, we've built relationships over the years that allow us to do so. I think a lot of times, a lot of people making branches don't know where to go, so they resort to less than companies that aren't necessarily on the up and up, but fortunately we've had the relationships for a long time, so it's allowed us to work with some great people.
It's a pretty heavy regulated industry, I would say.
Absolutely. It's getting better and better. Mm-hmm. It's getting more regulated, which I think is great for brands that do it the right way like us, right. Because at the end of the day, you're putting the stuff in your body, and I think that we pride ourselves on making sure our stuff is safe, made in the right facilities. Not everybody does, so I think as they increase the regulations, I think you'll see more and more of the smaller guys dropping off, and not necessarily just because they're small, but smaller guys that aren't doing it right, dropping off.
Yeah, you want to be having your own product too, right? Like if you're a fanatic of your own product and you're always taking it, like people buy into that trust very quickly.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
I was gonna say, like when you have your own product and you buy into it and you're fanatic about your own product and you use your own product, well then ultimately customers will believe in that product because you're seen using it too, right? So if he's using it,
absolutely.
He's using it.
If he's using it, I can use it because it's safe, right?
Yeah,
so.
Totally.
Yeah, and that shows the value of Instagram. That's why we've got so much following because of that.
Where can people find your product? Like obviously you've got Motiv8Performance.com. That's www.motiv8, but 8 isn't the actual number 8 performance.com. But where else can you find your product?
Yeah.
Where else?
All the major cities across the U.S. We work with independent retailers that own the biggest. Again, with my last position, I was fortunate enough to build really good relationships with really good people that own chains across the country, and I've chose to work with them. That was one of my things too. At this next stop, I wanted to make sure that I worked with people that I loved working with, and me coming from retail, owning 3 or 4 stores myself, I wanted to really work with those types of owners, and we do a little bit of what's called an exclusive model. So say you guys owned a store in Vancouver and you carry Motiv8, nobody else in Vancouver carries Motiv8.
Wow.
Get stuck in price wars with the guy across the street.
Yeah.
And you buy it, you're selling it at $50, the guy $45, and you say, okay, well now I'll sell for $40. It comes to the point where nobody's making any money and nobody wants to sell the brand. So so we protect our retailers, and so they can actually get behind the brand. They know that nobody's going to undercut across the street. And then on online, we have Motiv8Performance.com. We have a couple retailers. Forefront Nutrition is one that carries the brand. And we're limited on who we allow to sell our products online, just because we want to make sure that we hold on to that price integrity, because as people start getting in price wars, it really hurts the brand and hurts the presence across the industry as a whole. So
for sure. So summing it up, if you're out there and you're wondering what supplement that you should start with, it's a multivitamin. Then it's something like a fish oil or an omega oil or flaxseed oil.
Try them all.
Try them all. And if you're building, look at those proteins, look at those pre-workouts, Motiv8 Burn. And if you're building your brand online, if you're building your brand in general, be genuine, be authentic, and make sure that you're getting the right people on board who genuinely believe in you, genuinely believe in your product. And those are words from Michael Bires, the president and CEO of Motiv8 Performance. Thank you so much for joining us under the spotlight. People can check you out once again, www.motiv8performance.com with the number 8. And on Instagram, what's your Instagram handle?
At Motiv8 Performance.
At Motiv8 Performance on Instagram. Check them out. They're blowing up. Thanks again, Michael, for joining us under the spotlight. And we'll see you next week.